Hello everybody, it's me, your boy Alk-E-Miz, and welcome to the final part of Cube Escape Collection, The Cave. Like the games before it, this game has 8 achievements. 3 of them are optional, the rest are gotten in the story. One of them may require me to do a small reset, because it requires you to do a puzzle first try. Now, lots to do here. We're going to pick up a couple different things. The first hidden achievement is here. And so what you have to do is do not mess up once. That's why I'm going for this one first, so I can just say no. And we have to restart already. Here, so yeah, you cannot let the spider eat the fly ever. You have to perfect it. And so I just clicked the wrong thing because I wasn't thinking, because you gotta get rid of this one first, then this one, then this one. Or if he goes the other way, that one, then that one. It's not important, but you have to get rid of that diagonal one first, or else he goes straight for it. Yeah, you can just separate him pretty easy. It's kind of looks like a cube, doesn't it? Like this square one, side 1 is here, side 2 is here, side 3 is here. That's probably intentional. La-di-da-di-da. Hold on. Double checking my guide. Okay. Here we go. We're gonna get rid of this one first, then this one, then this one, then this one, then this one. Very simple. And then finally we need to get rid of this so he can't rush it. Then he's going to try, and you can just get rid of either of these, because he can't, well, you should get rid of that one, because that does actually lock him. And we'll see, there's the first optional achievement, arachnophobia. Now, with that up, we'll go back and continue exploring. We do need this. Let's grab that before I forget. Key mold, nothing we can actually do here yet. I need my drink. It is crazy that that's just my old person voice. I need my drink. You have to click the dog like a billion, trillion, gajillion times. No, I think he only needs to bark 6. And there's the next hidden achievement. Good boy. Sorry, there's 4 hidden achievements. I'm stupid. It's... These 4 are hidden. Grab everything here. Get that knife. And that door is locked. And that leads us back here. There's also this, so we're going to go ahead and look at all this real quick, but none of it matters. There's a bat. We can say hi to him, but he's not happy, so we're not going to do that yet. What else? The shadows move across occasionally, but they're not important. You have to do this little puzzle. I think it's a neat puzzle, but I also think it takes way too long for what it is. But yeah, you just build the thing that's on the right there. 1, 2... I was thinking recently about how kind of unrealistic some of these puzzles are, because it's like, who would actually just have that sitting there at, you know, right where it's supposed to be? But then I realized at work we have the what's it called? Oops, I shrunk the game. Honey, I shrunk the game. Let's see, there's a couple things to be doing here. Now, you have to arrange this in the correct order. The order... Okay, so maybe I don't remember how women work. No, I'm like 99.9% sure. Yeah, it's this. And there's one of the story achievements. Now, technically speaking, you can beat the game and get only, I think, these two achievements. You might not be able to skip that one. I don't actually remember, truthfully. But anyway, not important. Then, with his card, it will show us a thing. Now, if you know all of these patterns, you can skip the majority of the puzzles. In the original recording that I did that had the sound issues, that's what I did to get the one of the last hidden achievement, the one that I missed. But in this time, just to save time, I'm going to do it first because I didn't realize this. You can just do it, but you do have to be careful or else it'll lock you. But I digress. Here, buddy, take a sip. Yeah, become a shadow, punk. Become the cube. And you drink. And we get a moth. Now with the moth, we go to the bat. And we have the next card. I do think this game would be funny to speedrun. Not maybe, I think it might be fun to speedrun, not necessarily funny. I mean, the whole series might be fun to speedrun, but I also just... My hands do not work correctly. And I'm really... Because you may remember that if you've seen my Celeste video, my hands do not work. I had to pause in the middle of the thing. It was a bad speedrun, too. I had to fucking... And then you walk forward. Now, what happens if you walk into a guy you can't walk into because you're not covering the thing? You get sent all the way back to the start. So, do be careful about that. But yeah, you lead I almost called him an astronaut. He's supposed to be a diver. Diver? I hardly know her. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not funny. That's a realization I had recently. I've realized I'm not funny. And I can't decide if that's going to be good or bad for my mental health. And then finally the rabbits here. All these shapes being the ones from a... Hey, buddy. You want something? I'll get ya. I actually don't remember where the pickaxe is. 1 second. Oh, right. You have to do it like this. Hold on. There's gonna be some cutting around. Wait, are the bugs colorless right now? No, they're not. So that one makes a circle. So we go here, and we go until we see a circle. Just a plain old circle. The gray bug. Just does a triangle. So we gotta make a triangle. Find a triangle. Then the whatever color bug this is. Yellow bug does a square. We're gonna go ahead and put those here while I have a second. So if the yellow bug is a square, and the blue bug is a hourglass, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, hourglass. Wait, that's not a triangle. Am I stupid? Yeah, we need this pickaxe real quick. Because while we have the pickaxe, we can go ahead and break this out. And get a potion, a bottle of water even. Then he shows you his knife tattoo, and you kind of just take his arm.
I need my drink.
But the bottle of water isn't a drink, is it? This part's a little gross, but you turn the arm into dog food, and you feed the arm the dog food arm, the arm food, the dog arm, and you get yuck. I don't know what it is, but I'm super squeamish about feces for some reason, and like it's weird as a guy who's a huge Isaac fan, but I can't do it. It's just they freak me out so much because like it doesn't bother me in Isaac, but in other things it does. Anyway, not a big deal. This one's a little complicated. You have to make it so that the lines are all lined up, or not all the lines are black and not red. And in order to do so, you have to make sure that none of the lines are crossing. And some of these are kind of difficult. I'm going to be honest with you, Chief. Like, some of these are not great. Because I can, like, pop this here. And once I drop this here, it should be good. And you just have to do, like, 20 of them. I thought it was going to be a cube again. Which I should know it's not going to be a cube. Like, logistically speaking. I've played these games before. Let's get a little bit of a better line of sight on these things. There we go. And now we put the water bottle here. Drink the elixir. I should have turned on my auto clicker. And in fact, here, there's a card here. And then with my auto clicker on, I'm going to do this. You just kind of have to click. You have to make them transform back and forth a bunch. And then it'll trigger. There we go. Thank you, auto clicker. And that's the transformation hidden achievement. Still need submarine, fresh air, golden cube, and the story continues, but we can get those in a second. Because I may just be stupid. No, I'm not. I'm the smartest to ever do it. Remember, I'm the greatest to ever do it. I have the card. I just forgot that I had the card for a second. Aldous Vanderboom, that's us. Relive your past life. Face your demons. The past is never dead. It is not even past. The memories are not the only key to the past, but also to the future. So now we have to make The Spiral from The Spiral. Everyone's favorite manga, The Spiral by Junji Ito. The Spiral, in my experience, is weirdly picky. I don't get it, but it's absurdly picky. So yeah, now this one, you have to go where the fish point you. When I first played this game, that took me a minute to figure out. But yeah, you just go where the fish point. Did I fuck it up? I did. I fucked it up because I'm stupid. So yeah, go where the fish point. I just kind of forgot the blue cube was there, truthfully. I can't even follow my own advice. And you go here. You need the pickaxe to break open the wall again. And then you have the ore. Everyone's favorite game, ore. They show you a picture of something, and you have to guess whether it's a paddling ore, or if it's a metallic ore. Surprisingly difficult. Because it's real zoomed in. Anyway. Now we go here. Here. Grab the duct tape. Why is the duct tape locked away and not literally anything else? I don't know. Take a sip, babe. There he is. And that gets us the achievement for fresh air.
Dale's stars. You have to gather the memories. We need them for our future. The fool will descend into the great depths of the lake. Take care, Aldous.
And that confirms that we are Aldous. Now, we need the diamond and we need Laura's card to get the final thing. Oops. Lag spike, weird. Let me out of the door, mister, or you're in big trouble. I already forgot the pattern. Now, what you're supposed to do here I don't remember what shows you that, truthfully. I think it's on this next page. Oh, no, that's how it tells you how to make the elixir, okay. Oh, I forgot to pull the lever because I'm a dunce. Now, for this last hidden achievement, I'm going to ignore all of the instructions. And I do mean all of them. Because in order to do it, now what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to get a couple different coordinates that you can see. You'll be using stuff like this, and so you'll see, okay, it's 3 from the church, 2 down, depth equals 40. That's your first hint. But you don't want to do that. You just want to go to the church, which is 3, 6. So we'll look here and see that we are... I'm going to turn our depth down 1, except I can't. Because I have to do something else. Anyway, what was I doing? Right, so we have to set this first. So we go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So we need to go to 3, 5. We need to set it to go to 3, 5, but we're not going to do that. Now, instead we're going to go to, 6, 3. If we're at 7, 10, we'll need to go left 1 and up 7, which is what we're going to do. Where is my pen? Because we have to write some things down. So yeah, left 1, up 7. We're going to turn west. Go here. Go up 1. And I'm going to cut out most of the travel time, simply for the sake of not letting this episode be a full fucking hour. It's bad. It's rough. Here we can see we're at 6, so we need to go up 7. So we'll go back here. I'm going to do it this time to show you guys how it works. And then the rest of the times it will be skipped. Just know that this is how we need to figure out where to go. Also, while we're here, we have to be very careful because accidentally descending too deep will trigger cutscenes that will lock us out of this achievement. But we're going to go to the periscope, and it'll show us 3, 4, 20. And he'll show us Y5. That is what we need to write down. Then I'm going to reset this first, just to make sure I don't accidentally do anything wrong to lock. And we need to go check out this map to see where the next spot is. Oh, hey, we need to go to this spot. So we need to go to... Yeah, we need to go down. We need to go back to the 6 and go down to 6. So we need to be at 6, 6. So we're going to go right 3, down 2. And now it's going to show us 3950. And then you'll see X11. There we go. And you can see our final destination is 2-7. Look out this once more, and it's going to show us to go to 8-1. So, wait, shit. Not the periscope. Fuck. We have to look out this window, I'm pretty sure. We'll see D30. So with everything we have written down, it is X11, Y5, D30. X11, Y5, D30. Now. And we'll see the word rat written on the side of the box. So we'll go here. We'll spell out we'll spell out rat. Now, these things do like to get stuck in the middle sometimes. So if it doesn't spawn it, try jostling it. Dale's birthday. Dale's birthday was one of the clues we needed in, what's it called? We got it in the last Cube Escape game, if I remember correctly. Anyway, his birthday is December 18th, 1930. Since this game was made by Europeans, it's 1812 instead of 1218 like it would be in America. And that gives you several things that you'll need to know for other games. But there it is. There's now only one achievement left, and it's the one you get for beating the dang game. So, with that, let's continue and try and get somewhere around here. This one's actually kind of funny because I just need to move right or left 8 spots. And also sink a little. Now that we're here, you'll know where you're supposed to be because the screen turns fucking green. Like it's covered in algae. My one complaint about this game is I don't think all of these needed to be separate clicks. I think the thing could automatically retract or absorb and it would be a little less tedious, but again, I'm not a game designer. Maybe this is better for the pacing. I don't know. Then we gotta do it here, and we'll do a quick little puzzle. We have to line up the mountain range in the background, which is surprisingly complex. And by surprisingly complex, I mean it's easy as fuck. Now, you'll notice we lack power. The thing's red again. We can't move anywhere, but if we put in the white cube, it'll charge it. Now, according to the guides I've used, getting to this spot locks you from going and doing the achievement. The achievement that we just did a minute ago. Now, how true is that? I don't know. I don't care enough to find out. But now that we have this, there's a few more things that we need to do. Because we need this bottle, and we need to play a little game. That's right. We have to do a little mini game here. There's always a mini game to do with these, and they're all kind of lame. but they're not. They could be worse games, so I won't complain too violently. I tapped out for a second because I wasn't paying attention, but it didn't matter because, anyway, there we go. I'm just double checking my guide so I don't miss a few important things. And where is it? Where is it? Where is it? And by a few important things, I mean a weight puzzle I do not care enough to figure out myself. We're gonna have to do this like 30 times, by the way. And there is a jump scare at one point of it. But beyond that, yeah, we just keep going back in and out of here. So we'll go here, and then we'll go there. And that's the answer to the puzzle I'm looking for. Now, they are locked in place once you've touched them. We missed the jump scare, actually. Funnily enough, I tabbed out a little too quickly, and we missed the jump scare. Not locked in place, you just can't use them twice. But, you know, because I was there, you heard the noise for the jump scare. But I had gotten out of it too quickly, so it didn't happen. They're supposed to be. I'll put it up on screen and image of it. There's supposed to be a dude who jumps you. It's kind of annoying that I missed that. It's arguably one of the funnier parts of the level. Okay, so that guy goes and punches that button. But he missed the button, so it doesn't matter. We'll try again. Okay, let's move that up a little, shall we? Now we've got so many yummy fish. Fish. Ooh, that's gonna miss the button. Let's try again. Yeah, if you ever know you're gonna miss, you can just tab out and it does it faster. Or not tab out, but back out and it'll do it faster. But if you back out too early, you don't get your fish. And so I think that's our last guy. Let's see here. Yeah, this is our last one. Now, you open this and you see the beaks, right? So you're supposed to put these guys on and they'll pull things down. So you see, oh, there's another layer. You need to make them line up with the beaks. It's supposed to be trial and error, but I know the damn solution, so it's not going. Give me my fish back, fucker. Does it count as trial and error if my mouse won't fucking click correctly? I don't know. Anyway, then you light this thing up like a Christmas tree. Close it, back out, come in, close it again, and you see the word owl. Now, I don't know about you, but I like owls. If only because Mr. Owl tells me I have to, or else he'll kill my family. Then we get a crab. Oh my god. Wait. Can I not access the thing? Can I not reach the crab? Oh, I can, thank god. Here, hold this, punk. No, he doesn't want it. You need to give him something else. Specifically, I forgot to pick that up. And meant to give him... No, See, you have to click this. Well, you get a pearl. You put the pearl in here. And it gives you a protractor, and it shows you depth 30 at wherever this point is when those two are lined up like that. Now, how do you line up the points like that? Well, it's quite simple, really. So we need to be at 4, 2, right? Hold on. I might be stupid, so... We need to be aiming at the church, not the thing, yeah. So I am stupid. These things happen, though. Listen, God forbid a little guy be a little stupid, right? Anyway, we want to be at there. 2-2, depth 30. Yeah, it locks it there as soon as you've moused over. So we're going to go release this to go 1 up on the depths, and I'll see you at 2-2. I was 1 short. Are you kidding me? Dog. There's another jump scare around here, but I also just don't... Sorry, I have a terrible stomachache today. I don't know what it is. You can make a really funny noise by doing that, but that doesn't actually serve any purpose. You're just making a funny noise. Unless you believe, like I do, that making a funny noise is its own purpose. Anyway, there will be blood. And then she kills herself. But we're not here to watch someone kill themselves because that would make me sad. And I don't like being sad. So we're not going to watch her kill herself. Instead, we have to go mess with this angler. Where was he? He was here, right? Yes. So we need to click on the angler specifically. And we need to tell him the direction he needs to go. So... then we need to tell him to go left. So we go 1. And then we need to go... where's the E? Then the F is... and don't worry about typing while the thing's still going. And then he spells out I-N-K, ink, which is going to be our code for the door. Not door, whatever this thing is. What is this thing? Oh, that's not supposed to happen. Supposed to... that was a little concerning, actually. It's not ever supposed to do that. Which is, of course, why it happens to me. Now this puzzle's a little sucky, but you kind of just have to click until it happens. So, but yeah, this one will go down 2, the next one goes down 1. And then, yeah, you have infinite ink coming from this dude. And so now with that full ink pot, you go, you ever so carefully place it here, and it just spills immediately. It just immediately spills. And you know you need to go to 4600. What's it called? Now there's another jump scare here, I'm pretty sure. My guide doesn't mention it, but I know there's a second jump scare. So I'm going to play very carefully, because I don't want to get jump scared. Also, you actually can't avoid the second jump scare from what I understand. A shark just jumps you. Maybe, it must be here then, right? Fuck. This one's annoying. This one's annoying. We're gonna go ahead and do this one. Don't piss me off, game. Don't piss me off, game. Don't. piss me off, game. Fuck, that's gonna miss. We need to go a little further now, like this. So then I'll go in, enter, and aim himself straight. Oh yeah, I guess I'm gonna pull this. Because I do not care. We could do something here, but we need to check out what he does here, right? So he shows us K-I-T. That's our next code. We'll need that at some point. And by at some point, I mean pretty goddamn soon. This is actually my least favorite puzzle in the game. And I'm not kidding. That locks into place, not there, not there, not there, not there, not... There we go. Now this one has to turn to match that, which is, as the youth say, annoying. Now we have the blue thing. We're gonna go ahead, and since we're right here, put it in. Then we're gonna spell kit. Now we have a fishing hook. We can go in here, pull on this. You have to pull on it like 6 times. It's so annoying. And then with the mast, we see our final destination from the church, or from the cabin. You go up 3. No, that is a church. Is it? I don't know. But from that building, from this, yeah, that's the church. I'm pretty sure you go up 3, over 1, and whatever the depths was, I don't remember. So, that means we need to go to... you'll see that this is broken. We can take the cubes though, and in fact we need to. Mr. Crab has nothing more to say to us. We look at the periscope. There is nothing. We look over here. There is nothing. We see a shadow. He breaks the window. And we escape. Now, you have to click on each of these guys. Don't miss any of them. Because if you miss them, the thing won't continue. And you can see all those shadowy figures from the hotel. The hotel where we killed and ate them. And what's this? A door appears. I can't fucking click on the door for some goddamn reason. I don't know why I needed to use the matches there, or why it took my fucking matches, but it did nonetheless. You can see the shadows on the wall. Dale is here. So is Laura. What is happening? We place the cubes. We place... You take the... Now, we need to have this over Dale's head too. You flip the switch. The power is going. The light is green. I spent 30 seconds clicking on this knowing it wouldn't do anything because I'm a chud. And there it is, the final achievement. All we have to do is give him the cube. Run, Dale. Be free. Escape your past. And with that, the last cube escape game is finished. There are a couple more games in this series, but they all use the Rusty Lakes tag as Hotel and Rusty Lake. Roots was the last one I did? Yeah, Roots I'm pretty sure was the last one I did. Actually, that's not even true. There's one more cube escape game, which is to say Paradox. But, so we need to do, and I'll pull up the list to make sure real quick, because I do want to go over this. This is important. I'm going to go to main menu, just because this is important for the last game. But I'm just going to pull up the play order. Okay, so, if we're talking about the actual order, done by the guys who made the games. This is made by the Rusty Lake developer. So, we've done Seasons, Lake, Arles, Harvey's Box, Case 23, The Mill, Hotel, Birthday, Theater, Roots, and we've just finished Cave. Next is Paradise. Paradise takes about 2 hours. It's gonna be a second before I can do it. Cube Escape Paradox is after that. It is split into 2 parts, and you are required to watch a YouTube video in order to fully complete it. For some fucking reason. After that is The White Door. I really like that one. It's kind of short, but whatever. Samsara Room is an anniversary one. Strictly speaking, it's optional, but you should play it after that. The Past Within is not playable by me currently, because I do not have a second person to play it with. Then it goes Underground Blossom, another really long one. And finally, we hit the one that's not on this list because they haven't opened it, or they haven't updated it since, but there's the anniversary game that came out last year, which would be Mr. Rabbit's Magic Show. Now, of those, Samsara Room and Magic Show are short. Pretty easy to get done. Paradise, Paradox, and Underground Blossom are long. Like, long. So you'll have to forgive me if it takes me a while to get to those, because sitting down and playing them is a little difficult sometimes for me, just because of how long they are. Now, I am going to get all them done. Thank you all for your patience with this, and I can't wait to see you in the next game. Check out something else of mine if you feel so inclined, and I'll see you all then. Bye-bye.